We should take an extra maths lesson now, eh, Rich?
Yeah.
The Greenskins have found some vital intelligence amongst this ruined city, and they are on their way. However, the Necrons are also in pursuit of the intelligence and the Orks. Warhammer 40k Battle Report, Orks vs Necrons, 8th edition. It's coming right up.
Necrons!
Nick speaking, and welcome to this battle report. And if you're new to the channel and you want to keep up to date with the Wonders of Warhammer 40k, then please subscribe and hit the bell button to turn on all notifications so you don't miss an upload. Right, I am here with Capatan Morgans Wargames, CM Wargames, Richard. Hello, Richard.
Hello, Nick.
And we are practicing for a tournament that Richard is going to, and he's got his 200 plus orcs, and of course I am playing my Necrons. Okay, so here is my 2000 point Necron army. I'm in the Seraptek dynasty. I've got a battalion detachment. Heading up the force is a cryptek with a Veil of Darkness and hyperlogical strategist warlord trait, and then we've got an overlord there with a warsai. Then we have some immortals, 10 immortals with Tesla, 6 immortals with Tesla, and 5 immortals with Tesla. We then have a maximum squad of destroyers, 6 destroyers there, and at the back we've got 7 tomb blades. They've got the 3+ saves and the ignore cover special rules. We've then got the elites section. We've got the Triarch Stalker, and we've got 2 annihilation barges with Tesla underslung gun. And then in the Novok dynasty we've got super heavy auxiliary detachment. We've got the Seraptek, and he's got the generator guns today. Right, that is the Necron army. So let's have a look at the orcs. Okay, so here are the orcs next to the famous pink gloves. Right, Richard, what have you got in your army?
Right, I've got 3 battalions. My first battalion, I've got Big Mech in mega armour with custom force field. I've got a weird boy who's a warp head, and I've got a pain boy. Then I've got 2 units of 30 boys and a unit of 10 boys.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're all evil sons. In my second battalion, I've got Captain Badrock. I've got a weird boy. I've then got 2 units of 10 Gretchen.
Yep.
And a unit of 20 boys. Then I've got my third battalion. It's Bad Moons, but it's also Dreadwire detachment from the Vigilus Divine, so I can give him the souped up the shocker. And I've got a Big Mech with the souped up the shocker attack gun. I've got Weird Boy, he's also got Warp Head. I've got a Pain Boy.
Yep.
I've got a unit of 10 Gretchen.
Just these ones down here?
Yep. Yeah. Unit 10 Gretchen, unit 16 and a unit of 30.
Okay.
I've got a unit of, in the middle of this lot, 5 tank boys. With
basically, just say you've got a lot of orcs.
Tank busters.
You've got over 200 orcs, haven't you?
Yeah, 5 tank busters, 2 group bombs, and then we get a unit of 15 looters, a unit of 10 looters.
I hate these.
Yeah, they're a pain of everyone's.
Okay, there you go. So over 200 orcs. We are playing the mission where you have 5 objectives. We roll a dice. One of the objectives at the beginning of the turn is worth 2 points, unless we roll a 6, and then they're all worth 2 points. Otherwise, they're worth 1 point each. We've rolled, and we've got a Vanguard Strike. Now, in all of the deployment and map and mission rolls, I've rolled 3 6s. However, I'm not going first. I'm going to need 1 more 6 to seize the initiative in a second. So as you can see, I've deployed. I've got my warriors at the back there, Annihilation Barge. We've got the Stalker, the Seraptek, more Immortals, Tomb Blades, Cryptic, the Overlord, and the Destroyers there hiking in the piece of terrain with more Immortals and another Annihilation Barge. And the Orcs basically taking up the whole of the deployment zone, all 200 of them sitting there hoping I don't seize the initiative. So, Richard, 3 6s so far. Do you think I'm going to roll another one?
I hope you don't.
Right, let's find out. This is the 6 that I've recently rolled. So, come on, lucky dice. 4 6s in a row. Can it be done? No! Okay, so once again, the Orks are going first. Okay, so turn 1 for the Orks, but before Richard moves, he has to find out which objective is active. Let's find out. A 6, that means all 5 objectives are worth 2 points for turn 1. Right, interesting. Okay, Richard's going to move. Okay, so the Orks have moved. We've got these little Gretchen moving forward, and the looters moving forward. These tank busters also moving forward, getting into range of my Triarch Stalker. That'll be interesting to see what happens there. These guys did advance and move, but not enough to get to that objective. However, on this side of the table, the Gretchen advanced 6 inches and well within range of that objective there. That was pretty much the movement phase. So Rich, we're going to move on to the psychic phase.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, psychic powers coming up. Okay, so Richard interestingly has decided not to use any psychic powers this turn. He did try the crunch but wasn't in range. I think he's holding off the jump for a turn after last week's game where the jump didn't quite work out for him. So, okay, we're straight in to the shooting phase. Right, okay, start of the shooting phase. So, first of all, actually, earlier in the game, before we started, Richard used a stratagem on this big guy to give a 5+ invulnerable save of units within 18 inches. And now, is it Badruck doing this power, is it?
Yeah.
Badruck is going to do a stratagem called Kill
Cruiser broadside.
Okay. So this is 3 CPs, yeah?
Yep.
Rightio. So, explain what you're doing then, Rich.
Right, so I'm going to roll D3 to see how many points on the board I pick.
Okay.
3.
3 points.
So, now I pick 3 points visible to him on the board.
Okay.
And they have to be more than 6 inches away from each other.
Right, yeah.
So, and then I'm going to, everything within 3 inches of those points suffers D3 mortal wounds.
Right, okay. Sounds nasty, but then it is 3 CP, so...
Yeah. So the first one would be right there. So that would...
So any point on the table, yeah?
Yeah. So 6 inches away from there.
This could potentially hurt. Every unit within
3 inches.
3 inches of these dice get D3 mortal wounds.
Yeah. 6 pluses for the characters, of course, because, as usual, but... And literally, I'm going to be right on the corner of that building there.
Okay.
So for the third one. So let's do the dice.
So where are you starting? This side? Just here?
We'll do the Catacomb Command Barge first.
Annihilation Barge, yeah.
Yeah. So it's a 5+, unless it's a character, and it's a 6+ for a character.
Okay, 5+.
No.
No?
Immortals? No.
So you got to hit them first. It's not a straight D3 wounds. No. Okay. Oh, that's slightly better then.
So
right.
2 characters. That character.
The Overlords. Yes, you need a 6.
No.
No. Then the Cryptic.
No.
No. And then the Destroyers. No. The Tomb Blades.
No.
No. And then this
Immortals.
one. Immortals. Yep.
Yes.
Hit the Immortals. D3 mortal wounds.
Oh, 2.
2. Okay, 2 mortal wounds on the Immortals. And then Triarch Stalker, is it? Yeah.
Yeah. No.
No. And that's it, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so I lost 2 Immortals from that attack. Right, and now the actual shooting. Okay, so first of all, 10 looters shooting at the Immortals that have just taken some wounds. There's just 4 left in the unit. So, how many shots? 2 shots each?
20.
20 shots. Can these guys here survive? Let's find out. Okay, so you need 5s. 6s give you extra shots. Hits, yeah. And the 1s you can re-roll.
2 1s I can see.
Yep.
Two more hits.
And there's 2 6s, you get another 2 dice, yeah?
Yeah.
No. Okay. And now to wound. I'm toughness 4.
So freeze. Ooh, that's horrible.
Ooh. Oh, they can come again.
So that's 3.
3. Okay, 3 saves, and that's no. What minus is that?
-1.
-1. I'm in cover, so it'll be a 3 up. So 1 goes down. Okay, so with that abysmal roll, Rich is having another go. So we've got 15 looters this time shooting at the 3 immortals. We've got 2 shots each. Once again, 30 shots. So what you're trying to tell me is you're scared of my immortals after the last game, aren't you? Okay, here we go. So we need 5s.
I'll play Mortal Dacker on them.
Okay, so 5s and 6s are exploding this time, yeah? Okay. Re-rolling the 1s, of course, again because of bad moons.
Yeah. So 1s.
These are the 1s. 5s and 6s explode. Let's just give Richard half an hour to sort these dice out.
So it's 2, 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. So far.
13 so far. Re-rolling the 1s, another 3 go through, and they all explode. So another 16 hits. Re-rolling the 1s.
There's a 4 roll. Oh, I've got another 3.
There's a lot of 1s there, yeah.
2, 3, 4. That wasn't a 1 or not. That one.
Did you? Okay.
So, yeah,
Another 1. So good amount of hits there, really.
Well, reasonable.
Yeah.
That should be enough to kill.
Should be enough to kill 3 immortals, shouldn't it, Rich? You're not worried, are you?
I shouldn't be, no.
Okay, quite a few saves there.
4, 8, 12.
Okay, 12 saves. 10, 12 Necron dice. We need 3s. Come on. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 dead, which, yeah, they are dead. So that is first strike. Right, okay, so Richard's using another stratagem, taking him down to 6 CPs at the moment. He's going to use, what's it called again?
Showing off.
Showing off. So these guys are going to shoot again, and this time at the Tomb Blades, yeah? Yeah. Okay, so how many shots each? 1 each. Command point.
So 15.
15 shots. Okay, so no -1 because of the special rule from the looters. So you're looking for 5s and 6s, yeah? You did move those. Does that make any difference?
No, because the more Dacker is on,
right.
Is regardless of modifiers.
Okay,
so
rerolling the 1s. Got another 5 there.
So that's 2, 4, 6.
And now the exploding
3,
dice.
4, 5, 6.
Meaning 5s and 6s. Got another 2. And rerolling that 1.
Yeah. No.
No. Okay, so now to wound 3s. That's a good roll.
Yeah, so 3, 6, 8.
8 saves at -1.
Yeah.
I am in cover. 3 plus save, so that's 1 wound. It's 2 damage.
2 damage.
1 Tomb Blade dead. Okay, next up the big mech with the souped up shotgun. What are you going to shoot at?
It's got to be Tomb Blades.
Tomb Blades again, yeah.
So this is the strength. 4.
Okay.
And this is the number.
Number of shots, is it?
4.
4 shots at strength 4.
Yeah.
Needing 5s and 6s.
So 2 extra. No, so 2 go through.
Yep. Strength 4, toughness 5, so 5s. No.
No. Okay.
Right. Anything else to shoot? I know you've got these tank busters, haven't you? They're
Yeah, the tank busters are going
itching to shoot at my Triarch Stalker. And then what damage do these do?
3 damage a piece.
Okay, so I might use a stratagem.
Yeah.
So that'll be -1 to my quantum shielding rolls.
Yeah.
And because I'm in the Sotek Dynasty, I can try and get my point back.
Yeah.
So on a 5 plus, I do. No. Okay.
Right, so because it's getting against the vehicle, I'll get to reroll all hits.
Okay. And you still need 5s or 6s, yeah?
I need 6s.
6 because you moved.
Because I'm no air assault, so 5s, yeah.
5s. Okay.
So So all 5.
Yeah, all 5.
I get full Daka. And another 2 rerolling that because of
Bad moons as well, yeah.
So
Okay. So we've got 7 hits.
strength 8.
And that's toughness 6, so 3s.
3s.
4 miss.
3 go through.
3 go through.
-2.
-2, so 3. So I've got a 5+ save. And I saved 1, so 2 go through. Damage
Is through
3.
piece.
Okay, so this is what quantum shielding saves. And I do not save them, so that's 6 wounds on the Stalker. Okay, so that is actually the end of Ork's turn 1. No assaulting to be done. Richard's got first strike, and he's put himself in quite a good position with the objectives, because that's quite big squads of Gretchen. I don't think I'm going to be able to take them all out, but we will see as we move in to Necrons turn 1. Okay, so Necron's turn 1, living metal of course on the Stalker there, so I get a wound back and an RP on the Tomb Blade, a 4+ because of the cryptic. He is back. Okay, so movement phase done. I moved the Triarch Stalker maximum range I could with its damage, and I got within 3 inches of the objective, moving the Seraptek just there. The Annihilation Barge went over to that objective, and the other Annihilation Barge went over to that objective. Obviously I can't score these unless I clear all the Gretchen out. I gave My Will Be Done to the unit of Immortals just there, and I jiggled the Tomb Blades and Destroyers around. And then at the back here I moved these Immortals around the corner and put them on that objective just there. So I'm ready to go in to the shooting phase. Okay, so first I'm going to shoot the Triarch Stalker at the Gretchen. I've got the heat ray on there, so I'm going to do the dispersed shots. So it's 2d6 amount of shots. We get 4, and these will auto hit, and 2s to wound. We've got 3 wounds there, -1 AP.
Yeah, 5+, feel no pain. 5+.
Invuln. 1 save, 2 dead.
+2, feel no pain.
Feel no pains as well?
Lion within.
Okay, some feel no pains coming in. 6s.
So 1 dies.
One dies. Right, next up is this Annihilation Barge shooting at the same squad of Gretchen. Okay, so we need 3s. We can re-roll the 1s because the Stalker shot at it, but I didn't guess any 1s. However, I have got 2 6s, so that is another 4 shots. Okay, so now we need 2s. So 3 miss. There you go, 7 saves.
7 on it.
On that squad of 30 Gretchen, yep. It's good saving. Feel no pain. So 3 dead. Okay, so now the underslung gun coming in, needing 3s, and then we need 2s. Strength 6, isn't it? Yeah. Nothing. Okay. Rightio. Okay, so I've killed 4 so far. There's 30 there, yeah?
There was 30 to start with.
Okay, this is going to be interesting. Okay, so there's 30 boys there. I am going to continue shooting, but first of all I want to make sure that I kill these 10 guys to at least get this objective. So I'm going to concentrate on this side of the table first. So first of all is the Annihilation Barge shooting at those Gretchen just there. So we need 3s. The 6s are extra hits. Again, we've got 2 of them, and the 2 2s miss. So that is how many hits we get. And now we need 2s. So take those 1s out, and we've got 8 saves. So these guys have got a 6+ save. There's no buffs, no?
No.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay, so that's 7 left, yeah? Okay, so the underslung gun on this one here. So 3s, 1 6, so that does explode. And then we need 2s. 3 more saves. That is that unit wiped out, very handy. Okay, so back to these Gretchen just here. I'm going to shoot the Immortals at them. So we've got My Will Be Done, so +1 to hit. And we re-roll the 1s because of the Stalker. So let's see what we've got. So we've got 1 1 to re-roll, so let's do that. Okay, and the sixes. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 sixes. Okay, so that is the 4 sixes. The 2s, of course, hit because mine will be done. So I'm going to try and get my hands around these dice. Okay, so strength 5, toughness 2. I'm going to need 2s. So that's the 1s out, and everything else hits. No AP, but of course, Richard's got his invons anyway.
25.
25, okay, 25 saves coming up. 5 plus invons, and now 6 plus feel no pain.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the first 12. How many died from that?
6 saved, so 6 died.
6 died so far. So another 12 saves. So looking for 5s and 6s, and then the feel no pain. Another, no. So how many more is that?
That's another 7.
Number 7, so that's
7.
13 dead, and now 1 more save, yeah? So that's 25 altogether. Saved. Okay, 13 dead. Okay, so next is the Tesla Tomb Blades, again shooting at the Gretchen. So, a lot of dice here. So we can re-roll the 1s because the Stalker hit it earlier. Let's get those 1s out. No more 1s, put those aside for a second. So re-roll the 1s. Okay, so we need 3s to hit. So the 2s and 1s come out. Thank you, Rich. And then 6s, so I can see there's another 2 there. So 1, 2, 3, 4 6s. Okay, so now we need 2s. Okay, the 1s miss. And there's a lot more saves there for Rich to do. Okay, so 25 saves again, so this is the first 13. Meaning 5s and 6s. And then a roll for feel no pain. 6 is needed for that. Okay, so that's 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, 8 dead there. That was 13 saves, yeah.
Yeah.
So now, another 12 saves now.
Yeah.
Oop.
On mine. So that's that. 1, 2, 3.
And then 6s.
No.
No.
So.
How many is that then altogether?
So I made 8. So 5 and 3 is 8. So that's 17.
17 dead. How many have you got left?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13.
That's the unit wiped. Okay, excellent. Right, still some more shooting to go. Okay, so next up are the destroyers. I've targeted the looters here. However, Rich has just used Grot Shield stratagem, which means I still target these, but the Grots over here are going to die instead. Okay, so I'm going to use extermination protocols as well, so I'm going to try and get my CP back because of Sotek, and I don't. Okay, so coming in, we need 3s. Re-rolling the misses. Okay, another 2, another 2. Alright, that's those. So let's re-roll them. So 2 miss. Okay, so now we need 3s again. Once again, re-rolling those misses. So another 1 miss. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 saves. Okay, so first of all, on a 2+, Richard can give these wounds to the Grots. So there's a few 1s, so they actually go on the looters, yeah?
Yeah, it's 4 1s.
4 shots on the looters then. Oh, sorry, 4 wounds. What's that?
Yeah, that's the extra 2.
Oh, right, that's the extra 2. Okay. So 4 on the looters. So these, of course, are going to be -3.
5 on the
5 vulnerable saves. Nope. Actually, feel no pain. Nope. And that's D3 damage. Then 1 wound anyway each. Yeah, 1. So 4 looters are dead. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. And the rest are going to go on the Grots. So these, yeah, -3, but you still got your invuln anyway, have you?
No, they get slain immediately.
Oh, okay. So these Grots are going to die, however many that was. Is it going to be enough to kill the unit? I don't think so. That's a big squad, isn't it?
It could well be. It should kill them. It's whether I want to.
The morale, yeah?
Yeah, it's whether I want to save the last.
Okay, right. Now, what's left? Oh, we've got the Seraptek. Okay, so I did a lot of and ahhing, and I have decided in the end to shoot the looters here. There's 4 grots over here that's got to be killed first before the wounds spill over, but hopefully with a good roll I can do it. So here we go, we've got 6d3 amount of shots. That is not good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
These are too far away from him to be passed over.
Oh, okay.
Because they're the closest unit to him. They
Right.
automatically goes on them.
Oh, okay. Rightio, so here we go then. So we need 3s. We've got no re-rolls. And then we need 2s, strength 8. Okay, Rich just rolled whilst I wasn't recording, but he got 2 1s. So, you got any more extra saves?
Yeah,
Feel no pains?
Free, feel no pains. So.
Okay.
No, so another 3 die.
Okay, so, sorry about that, forgot to record, but basically 3 more looters died. Okay, so end of the shooting phase, now we're going into the assault, and I've declared a charge, the Seraptek, on these tank busters just there. So Richard is going to do his Overwatch.
I'll get to re-roll these anyway.
Okay, you need 6s with re-rolls.
I'll re-roll the 1s first.
Okay, so you got a double re-rolls, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright,
So.
and now 6s again. 3 6s in total.
Strength 8, toughness 8, 4s.
Yep, 4s. 1 goes through. Okay, so 1 goes through, and what's the AP of that?
It's -2.
-2, so I'm going to be on my 5 up. Nope. And the damage,
Straight through.
3 damage, okay, and the assault range, not quite sure how many inches, but we'll measure up in a second because I only got 4.
Needed a 5.
I need a 5, so I'm going to re-roll one of these for a command point. I'm definitely in, and can I get my command point back? Need a 5? I do. Okay, that's handy. Okay, so I'm going to use the Reaping Sweep, that gives me the 18 attacks, so we need 3s first of all. Take those 1s and 2s out. There's a reasonable amount of 1s and 2s there, to be fair. Okay, and now we need 2s. 1 more 1, so 2, 4, 6, 8 wounds, and that is at -2. This is going to do D3 damage.
So 5 ups. So 2.
2
so
save.
they die.
They die, right, tank busters are dead, and that is the end of my turn. So I did get first strike, got 2 points for this objective, 2 for this one, and 2 for this one.
And 2 for the one by you.
And, oh yes, thank you Rich, 2 more over here, so that's a great start for the Necrons. However,
and I get 2 for that one, so that puts me on 3.
yeah, you got 2 for this one over the back, and of course first strike.
Yeah.
So, there's still a lot of Orks left, so let's find out what Orks can do in their turn 2. Okay, so Orks turn 2. Richard has rolled a dice to see which objective is active, and he's rolled another 6. So all objectives are worth 2 points once again in turn 2. Okay, so Orks turn 2. Richard has been moving, so all these boys here moved up as the looters fell back. These boys moving up over there, and then more Gretchen coming up to this objective. We're now going to go into the psychic phase. Okay, so the Seraptek took smite, 1 wound taken off, and then over here they got Warpath giving them 1 extra attack, and they've just got the jump. The weird boy hiding behind there did take 2 mortal wounds, however, from that. Right, Richard is now going to redeploy those boys. Okay, so these guys here, 30 boys have jumped just there, 9 inches away from the Annihilation Barge, I think, eyeing up this objective here at the same time. Okay, so now it's going to be the shooting phase for the Orks. Okay, so shooting phase over, a few pop shots on the Seraptek but no damage, but primarily everything was targeting my immortals here. All stratagems gone to shoot twice, and I survived pretty well. I lost 6 immortals, 4 left, obviously we've still got to do morale. However, now we're going to move into the assault phase. Okay, so Richard did his assaulting me here. I managed to kill 4 in Overwatch, and then we had the whoever he is here, this guy in Mega Armour thing, he assaulted me along with the boys, and also there's a character at the back there. And then over this side, these guys assaulted. I think I killed a couple in Overwatch. Yeah, I think it was. No, actually, yeah, I killed some grots in Overwatch. They assaulted first. I killed 6 grots, I think it was. And of course, these guys came in and destroyed my Annihilation Barge. I didn't explode. Now, Richard assaulted here first. I've used 2 command points to interrupt with the Seraptek. I got one of those points back from my Warlord trait. So, I have decided to try and sweep out some of these Ork boys. So that is what I'm going to do. So I've got 18 attacks coming in, needing 3s. Taking those 1s and 2s out. There is quite a lot of 1s and 2s, although Richard has just experienced lots of 1s and 2s himself. Okay, so coming in now, so we need 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Okay, there was another 1 in there, so that was 8 saves, and you've got invulnerable save, presumably?
Yeah.
Okay, let's take these out for you.
And I've also got to fit on those pain as well.
Yeah, sure.
So, save 3.
Yep.
Which isn't too shabby.
Another one, so 4 boys dead.
Yeah.
Wow. Right, okay, so back to the Orks. Okay, so end of Orks turn 2. So these Orks here totally whiffed and killed nothing on the Annihilation Barge, and I did no damage back. Over here I took no wounds on my Stalker from this guy. I did do 1 wound back, plus he had a Psychic Power fell earlier, so he's down to 4 wounds. The Seraptek took a couple of wounds off from all of these boys here assaulting it, and that was it. Now Richard's put himself in quite a good position. He's got objective secure units on that objective, this objective, and this objective, plus of course the one in his deployment zone as well. He's got somebody on there. So let's find out what the Necrons can do, and their turn 2. Okay, so living metal, 1 wound back on those units there, and now RP. Now I did lose 2 more immortals previously in the morale phase, so they can't come back. However, I've got 6 will be backs, 6 RP, sorry, and these are going to be on a 4+ because of the Cryptek. So we've got 2 that fell, so that's 4 back.
Ouch.
Okay, end of the Necron movement phase. Quite a lot of moving. I fell back with the Stalker and also the Seraptek, and I moved the Tomb Blades up onto this piece of terrain here. In the meantime, the Cryptek used the Bed of Darkness with the Destroyers over here, as this Annihilation Barge also fell back. And then I moved these forward onto the objective, but more importantly in range of these boys just here. And then the Immortals with the Overlord. The Overlord gave my will be done to the Immortals, and these guys here know they're going to die next turn. However, they're going to try to do as much damage as they can before they die. So we're going to move in now to the shooting phase. Okay, so I basically shot everything at this big squad of 30 boys, and I managed to kill them all. I also took out a chunk of these, killed 8 of those guys there. We're now into the assault phase. Just declared an assault with the Seraptek on this guy and also the Pain Boy at the back. So Richard is going to try to overwatch me to death. What can he do? Get to re-roll or?
No, I don't get to re-roll.
No? Right, okay. Right, so let's get on with the assaults. Okay, so that guy actually killed himself, so the Seraptek is just standing there because he was out of range of that. And then I decided I would assault with the Immortals and Overlord down here. Now, as you can see, I have died, and that was even with trying to get the Overlord up with the Stratagem, which I had to re-roll, and I failed that as well. But ultimately, my plan was to have at least 1 guy left in combat with these, so that they can't fall back and then assault my Tomb Blades. So that was the idea. It did backfire. However, those Immortals are always going to die anyway, so I'm not too unhappy with that. Right, let's tot up the points. Okay, so Richard got 4 points, 2 for this objective, 2 for the one at the back. I got 6 points for this objective, the central one, and this one. So it's 15-7 to the Necrons as we move into turn 3 for the Orks. And which objective is going to get the primary objective number 3, which is the one I'm standing on over here. Okay, so end of turn 3 for the Orks. So this big blob of Orks walked all the way around this building here with the idea of assaulting these guys because this is worth 2 victory points. However, the looters shot really badly at the tomb blades and didn't kill them all, leaving one guy left. So these decided in the end to shoot an assault up over here, and as you can see there's a bit of a dent in the Orks. They've got 7 models left, however I've got only 1 tomb blade on 1 wound. I used my last 2 CPs to auto morale, and then I'm down to 3 wounds on the Stalker. I did lose 1 immortal here for some shooting from I think it was the weird boy thing, wasn't it? Big shock attack thing. Yeah. So that's it. We're going to move in now to the Necrons turn 3. Okay, so Necrons turn 3. So I readjusted position on the destroyers and cryptic and these immortals to get in range with my guns, and then I fell back with the Triarch Stalker just there, and I fell back with the Tomb Blades, taking them within 3 inches of that objective to contest it. I then managed to shoot out all of the boys, and I shot out the Gretchen, denying Richard that objective point. In the meantime, the Seraptek assaulted this character, which was the Warlord, who was
a weird boy,
and I managed to kill him in close combat, giving me Slay the Warlord. I also shot and assaulted these guys here, killing a good chunk of them, which a few have just died from morale, yeah? 2 died from morale. So I managed to get this objective, which was worth 2 points, the middle objective, and this one, and the one over there was contested. So we're now at 20 points to 7 for the Necrons as we move in to turn 4 for the Orks. Okay, so Richard's just rolled a 5, which means that the middle objective is going to be worth 2 points and the rest are going to be worth 1. Okay, so Ork turn 4, and Richard has finally taken down the Seraptek, shooting very well this turn with the looters, that big shock gun. And yeah, he died, but he didn't explode. In the meantime, these guys used the jump, enabling them to go around this area, and then they shot and assaulted my tomb blades. I've got 1 tomb blade left with 1 wound as the assault finished. So that is it. We're going to move in now to Necron turn 4. Okay, so living metal on here takes me back up to 5 wounds, and now the tomb blades RP, we need 5s. We get 1 tomb blade up. Okay, so Necron turn 4. So I fell back with the 2 tomb blades into a central position, put the Stalker in a position to get his 8-inch flamer in range of those boys, and then I moved the destroyers up here. And then I proceeded to shoot out all of those boys there, just leaving the character on the objective, which did give Richard a point. And then everything else that I had to shoot shot into the looters, killing them all except for 1 who died in morale. So not many Orks left on the table, a couple of the characters, and there's a unit of grots in that building. However, I did get 4 points because this was worth double, as well as this objective and this objective here, as we move in to Orks turn 5. Okay, so we both had our turn 5. Richard actually rolled another 6, so all objective points are worth 2 points. He did the jump up over here with the grots, but failed the assault. And then, what else did you do? Oh yes, you killed the Annihilation, the Stalker. The Triarch Stalker was destroyed but didn't explode. And then in my turn I just jiggled around. I took this objective, shot into the guy with the big gun along with the destroyers, killing him. I also killed the character, was he Weird Boy? Yeah, Weird Boy over there, killed him, denying Richard a point. And then I shot out 3 of those Gretchen. So I'm actually holding 4 objectives. That gives me another 8 points. So we're going to find out to see if the game goes on.
Yeah, see if the game goes on first.
Okay. What did he roll? What did he roll? A 6.
So it goes on.
Okay, turn 6. Let's see what objective. Number 3. That's this one over here. It's worth double points. Okay, so that was the end of turn 6. A valiant attempt by the Orks, but I have managed to wipe them. I took the Cryptic over into the assault here, managed to get in. He didn't kill anyone. I did kill 2 Orks with the Immortals. The last one died from morale. I killed this guy here after he did the jump around the building and assaulted my Annihilation Barge. And then I managed to kill this guy here who moved up, and then I shot him with my Tomb Blade after falling back, and then these guys have taken both objectives. So I managed to get maximum points there, 10 points. That takes me up to 43 points with Linebreaker, and the Orks would have had 8 points from that game. Right, ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so there you go. A massive victory to the Necrons.
Ouch.
What happened, Richard? What happened?
My dice rolling for the objectives. 4 out of 6 turns to get a 6, so every objective was worth 2 points. That hurt my game plan.
It did, because I was obviously able to get, and also where I was going second.
Yeah, you were able to see what you needed to do.
Yeah.
I had to try and sit on the objectives and hope you couldn't point me.
Yeah, no, exactly. So obviously, I'm pretty happy with that result.
Yeah,
I'm not quite sure what else to say, really. Do you think you made any errors?
Not really. I mean, I could have maybe first turn to jump some Gretchen straight up into a major Triarch Stalker, eat into them and slow that down a bit and give me a bit of room. But at the same time, because every objective was open, I had to, and you had so many fast units that first time to turn, I had to try and sit on as many as I could and say to you, wipe me off as many as you can.
Yeah. And
I would have liked to wipe 3 units in that first turn. I only wiped 2, I think, and that hurt me, and it's but you, as I said, those four turns when you've got 10 points on the table and you're going second, you've got to hope that you do enough damage to your opponent that they can't wipe you off those objectives, and that hurt. You were 8-3 up on the first turn, so I was having to hope that the objectives scored were in my favour on the second turn, and so on. And every time I was rolling a 6, it meant
made it even harder, didn't it?
I was then looking at having to wipe you to score at the end of the game, and I was running out of units towards the end of and eventually you wiped me.
How about so right at the beginning you played that 3-point stratagem to do those mortal wound things? Do you think you could have maybe used those points better?
I probably could have, I mean, but it was. I wanted to see if it was worth the use, because I don't want to go into one of the games in the tournament and use it and have a result I did against you.
No.
It's better to take those risks in a friendly game now.
And if you rolled well, I mean, it could do a lot of damage, but you've got to roll well, haven't you?
Yeah, it's worth D3 every time you roll 5, and I had quite a few units there, and I only did it on one unit, but that's the way it is. But you take those risks. I plough through the command points quite quickly. That's something I've got to look at. Because
you got a lot of command. You've got 3 battalions.
I've got 19 command points in total because of the
and you seem to.
trait.
I mean, I'm used to playing 4 with Necrons usually, so to have 8 command points in this list is like wow.
Yeah.
But you got 19, but you were burning them really quick.
I had 15 at the start of the game.
Yeah.
And I went through 15 in 2 turns.
Yeah.
So
that's a lot of points. But then you've got a lot of tricks that you need to do.
You think, I mean, more Daka and the shoot again, that's 4 points. And then you're looking at all the other little stratagems I used. That was a 3-point, the multiple one. I then used 3 for something else.
Yeah.
so over 6, that left me with 9, and that was pretty much. I used a reroll.
Yeah.
And then that left me one more Daka and shoot again.
And also, I took the Sotek Dynasty with the Hyperlogical Strategist.
And you were regaining them.
And I was regaining the command points quite well. And it's a great feeling when you say, I'll use a command point for that, and then you get that command point back. I mean, obviously you can only get one per turn now, but even so, it's still
you're rolling
great,
every time you're using one, you're rolling. So
you've got a good chance of getting one back every turn, haven't you? Yeah. Okay, so you're going to come back for another matchup?
As I said, I mean, I think had it not been those 6s, only one of the objectives was worth 2 points, and the other 4 were worth 1 point. So, and at the start of the game, you got to choose where the objectives went.
Yep.
You then got to choose map.
Yeah.
So, and I had 1 and 2 my objective, 1 and 2 my side, 5 in the middle, and 3 or 4 your side, and you can't beat the dice. You're going to roll 3, 4, 5 most of the times, and that's what happened. The 4 turns I rolled a 6, everything was, and so I had to try and contend all the objectives to equal the score. And the 2 turns I didn't, I rolled number 3, which was in your zone. So
I mean, obviously I would have still gained all of those points, but not as quickly, which means your job isn't quite as hard to come back. As soon as someone gets in the lead, it's much harder, isn't it?
Once you're scoring 2-3 points a turn more than your opponent, you're struggling to pull that back.
Yeah. Okay, so today it was a victory for the Necrons. However, next time, will it be? Stay tuned and find out. Beam us up.